Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Oreoluwa and I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you for all the support in my previous videos. If this is your first time here, welcome to this YouTube channel, Ordinary Days with Oreoluwa OA. I am Oreoluwa and I'm so glad to have you here. I hope you can stay to the end of this video, check out some other videos on this channel, and this can really be a place where you grow, you learn, and you have a good time, because that's all I want YouTube to do. So happy new month. Welcome to February. I hope you had a wonderful start to the year in January and you're ready to continue, to press on and to keep to all the goals you've made, to keep to all the systems you've set, and to just continue having a great year. February is my mom's birth month, so I always find it interesting. I feel like it's an introduction into birthdays for me. So the year ends in December with my brother's birthday, and it starts in February, my mom's birthday. And yeah, I'm excited to see everything this month has in store. Let me pray for you that this month of February is going to propel you into more. And everything that you have started, you're going to continue with the same vigor and strength that you started with. God is going to help you, is going to continually help you, lead you in the right path, give you divine wisdom, and you also have divine speed in all the moves you make. So do not worry, you are not alone, and everything is going to be fine. So for me, I'm ready for February, but let's say goodbye to January 1st, right? And there is something I'm excited to start from this year, and that is Oreoluwa's top three of the month. So we're going to start with my top three of January. Top three in terms of events, experiences, just anything that happened to me or that I experienced in the previous month that I consider like one of the top things of that month. So we're going to have three tops, like top three, right? And starting off with the number one, the fasting and prayer season. So in my local church, that celebration church, if you know it, if you're a CCI member, woohoo, leave it in the comments. So in my local church, we had the fasting and prayer season at the beginning of the year. I assume it's that way for a lot of ministries and lots of churches. Either you do 21 days, 40 days, as the case may be. So we also had in my own local church, like it was about 14 days, and it was the best time. It genuinely is the top like thing I experienced in the month of January. And I'm not just saying that because it sounds good or because I'm trying to like, I don't know, be a Christian girl or whatever. It genuinely was the best time. I felt God and I experienced his love, and I like that period of fellowshipping with the other believers, of fasting, praying. It's a special season where you kind of increase the intensity of your devotional life, and it definitely did that for me. Every day 6 to 6, some days you get tired, but God helps us, because say the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak, but you put your flesh under and you walk in the spirit by the grace of God. And that's how it was for me. I remember when I had to start going to work physically, because the first week of the year for me, we worked fully remote. So by the second week, we're now going into the office twice a week as my hybrid work setup is. And that second week was still a fasting week. I genuinely felt it during that week, because it's one thing to be inside fasting, you're not really expending lots of energy apart from like your brain energy, but having to physically enter bus, walk somewhere, do this, do that. Oh my God, I felt it. But like I said, there is grace abounds for us, and I definitely keyed into it. I am excited to see all that God has in store for me just from that fasting and prayer season. I know this year is going to be a great one, the best one indeed. So yeah, that was like one of my top experiences for January. Now, number two top experience of January, Nneka's wedding. That's my friend Nneka. I made a video. If you have not seen that, check it out here. I made a vlog attending Nneka's wedding. I would say our wedding was like the top two events of January for me, because had a full makeup sesh. I tied gaily, which was my first time. And it was just a new and exciting experience attending a wedding where you actually know the bride. I'm not like a tag along with my parents or whatever. And I know her like personally. I've also like seen parts of our relationship. And there were also a lot of young people there as well, just like me. It was basically for us, it was like it was one of us getting married, so like it felt more intimate. You actually could relate. I think for me, why it's a top event is that it makes me realize that, oh my god, we're actually growing up. Like seeing Nneka get married, it was beyond anything I could have imagined. I loved it. The wedding was absolutely beautiful. It was fun. I felt grown up really, and I loved every part of it. So yeah, that's definitely my top two events of January. And now number three is me going to Yaba Market myself. I know it sounds silly, but you guys, going to the market and haggling prices by myself, like I was completely alone. Yeah, that was a top experience. It doesn't. I wouldn't even say it's a negative thing because I was about to say it doesn't necessarily have to be a positive thing. But for me, I think it was positive actually. I know we want to live the soft life, and I wish I could stay on my phone and other things. I do that sometimes, but like I just had to go to the market to get this one, and it was just an experience. And my pigeon, just by the way, my pigeon has gotten so much better. Like it shocks me because when I was in the market haggling prices, I obviously can't be speaking like this. I was speaking pidgin. I was like saying, "No, hold me. Oh yeah, talk your price." Oh, guy, you know what? Girl, what is this? I love this. Definitely was a bit scary, but when I got into it and I wasn't afraid anymore. So yeah, going to the market myself and haggling prices was incredible. Most of the times I've been to the market with my mom, with my friend, and like my friend and my friend's mom. But like this time they went around. I had to pick myself up, pull up my big girl pants and get it done. And I got it done. I think I got a good price. I'm not going to say in case it was not a good price, but I'm proud. I beat down their initial price by a whole lot, and I felt good about my purchase, and it worked out well for me. So yeah, that was like a top experience of January. I don't know when I'm going to go into the market more in this month of February, but like that was exhilarating, and it was just like, okay, girl, not bad, not bad. So I'm also going to introduce my month in books and TV. So that's January's IBT in books and TV. Because like I've said previously, I want to keep reading and I don't want to lose the film side of myself, like the side that actually enjoys a good show, a good movie, my cinephile side. And even though I probably won't watch as much as I used to before, I still want to, find a way to keep that going. So every month, at the end of the month, I'm going to give you guys what my top things in books and TV were for that month. You can take it as a recommendation because trust me, I don't give duds. Ask anybody. My recommendations it. Okay. You can just listen and enjoy. So January in books and TV. Books. I didn't read a lot this month, and it saddens me honestly. I had a whole plan to read one book every month, no, to read one serious book and one like fictional book every month. And I struggled with the serious book I chose. I think I've mentioned it before, Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdal. I don't know if it was just me or like because I don't really read books like this usually. So it's kind of hard for me to jump right into them. So I don't know if that was just a preference thing or if the book was particularly slow. But it was really difficult for me to get into Feel Good Productivity. For this February, I think I'm just going to move on to my next serious book because if I keep trying to read Feel Good Productivity and I'm unable to get into it, I'm just going to like completely fall apart and probably not read any serious book. So I'm going to move on from that. But on the fiction side of things, I did read Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. I've actually been reading Midnight Sun since like last year. Again, not so good, but I am about to finish it. So I think I'll finish it in this month of February and then go into a new book, a new fictional book. Well, Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer, if you heard of Twilight, you would know Stephanie Meyer. She's the author of the Twilight series books, which are also very popular and iconic movies. If you don't know Twilight or you know what Twilight, like, please get into it, okay? it's like something you should have watched when you were much younger because it's a vampire story, it's a fantasy story, it's a bit ridiculous when you're grown, but I'm sure there are still enjoyable parts anyways. But Twilight is a book and a movie that are being told from the perspective of Bella. That's the lead female character. So I guess Stephanie, after a while, when the books got popular and the movies got popular and everything, I think she decided to actually now write a book from the perspective of the guy Edward. So that's what Midnight Sun is about. Midnight Sun is reading the events of Twilight. I think only Twilight actually. I don't think it's the entire series, but reading the events of Twilight from the POV of Edward, which honestly has been so interesting. It's so interesting and different to like see things from his own mind. Because first of all, we know Edward is a mind reader. So like reading the book from his POV, we're able to even hear the thoughts of other people that he reads their minds. We're also able to get to know like the Collins a bit more because there is family, and obviously we see like a lot of them when we're looking at things from his own perspective because those are the people he interacts with. We also see less of Jacob because Jacob was interacting with Bella more. And then we get to see how Edward actually was irrevocably in love with Bella. I don't know. I've just been enjoying it. I think it's a thing of nostalgia for me as well. Because every time I read like a sentence or a particular scene, and I'm seeing it from Edward's paper, I remember how it was when I read it in Bella's or when I watched it in Bella's. So like it's nostalgic for me a little. I don't know. That might not be your thing, but I definitely enjoyed it. Then in TV was slow for me this month, you guys. Like last month, TV was slow. I couldn't get into any new shows, like, and not for lack of trying. Okay, maybe I didn't try as much, but there just wasn't anything that was capturing me like that. After coming off December, where I watched Squid Game, I watched. I don't know what else I watched. I watched a bunch of things in December during the Christmas period. I watched like a lot of Christmas movies, yeah. And then all of a sudden in January, like there's nothing. It was just slow. I wasn't interested in like Young, Famous, and African, which was the show everybody was raving about. Um, I don't know. I tried watching The Summer I Turned Pretty on Prime Video. It annoyed me every step of the way, and I dropped it at like episode 4, season 1. I tried watching this new series on Amazon Prime Video as well. I think it's called Haunted or Hunter, something like that. The plot looked interesting, but like it was just episode 1 and it wasn't all that great even from episode 1. So I struggled honestly to like get into a lot of the shows that were out till I found, or not I found, because I've seen this series before, but like the new season of Singles Inferno. Oh, it's a reality show. If you're not aware, get into it. It's on Netflix. You have no excuse. And it's a Korean dating show. Do not say anything because I said Korean. Because I was telling my friend about this and he literally said, yikes. Yikes. What do you mean, yikes? Koreans are the best out there right now. Like, whatever they do, they're killing it. Their K dramas, their reality shows, their competition shows, like their movies, they've been killing it. So trust me, anything Korean is actually your standard is like high. You should have high expectations whenever you're watching anything from Korea. Just by the way. So Singles Inferno is a Korean dating show. It's so good, you guys. Like the drama, and it doesn't even have that much drama, but it's just like a bit intense sometimes. The love, the confusion, the host. They have hosts that watch it and they have like real time reactions. That part has been so enjoyable for me. I didn't think I would like a show where some people were watching it and commenting as I was watching it, but I actually apparently really do. It's almost like watching a reaction video. It's just so good. You guys, you need to get into it. This season 4 for me is like the best season yet. And it's like they keep topping every season. So yeah, Singles Inferno was my highlight of TV in January. It's going to finish in February. So the last episodes are not out yet because I think they drop 2 every week. And I'm seated. Let me just tell you, I am seated. I think it comes out on Tuesdays or something. So I'm excited to finish and just keep raving about Singles Inferno. Hopefully in the month of February there are more shows to watch. I think a lot of series are returning in February. I think I'm not sure. I'm not really adept in movies nowadays, but I've seen a few trailers, a few things that look interesting. If you love, love movies and love series coming out, obviously because Valentine's is on its way. And yeah, so I'm excited to see what TV has in store for February. As for books, while I choose a new serious book to read, I'm also going to try and read African or Nigerian books more in the month of February. I'm going to read a Broken People playlist. It's a collection of short stories. My friend told me about it. And I think it's going to be something that goes by really quickly. So it will be easy for me to like get through it. So I'm actually excited to read that. That will probably be my fictional read for the month of February. And yeah, I'm excited to see what this month has in store. I hope you are too. I hope you're keyed in and you're going to keep working and just thriving and doing everything you need to do to have the best time. You have to choose your own joy, choose your own happiness, do things that make you happy. Do not wait for happiness or joy to just come at you. You have to like fight for it. Your joy fight, like my pastor said. And yeah, in talking about February 14th, I am excited to announce that my entries for sharing your love story, Oreoluwa's open inbox, will be open on the 3rd of February. I am so excited. I have put out the announcement. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check the community tab. Oreoluwa's open inbox is our space. It's my space. It's your space to share your stories. I am looking forward to reading and to hearing from you guys. Please do not fail me. Actually, drop a message, drop a story, drop a letter, whatever you have in your mind. Just inbox me at inboxforolua@gmail.com. And if you want to particularly drop a story for the Valentine's Day video, the link is displayed on the screen now. Go to bit.ly, that's bit.ly/inbox love to fill the form for our anonymous Valentine's Day love story. Please share your love story with me. Let me read it to other people. Let me even learn about what you guys do in love. And not only for people dating or people in love. If you are single, like I am, if you are in a complicated situationship, if you're married, if you're in talking stages and there's any of them you prefer, it's girl gist time. So just, and not only for girls, anyone really, boys, girls, everybody, all is welcome. Just share your stories, drop it anonymously at the link again displayed on screen, or email me directly at inboxorodua@gmail.com if you don't really care about me knowing you and you just want to chat with me. Or if you have any other thing you want to say that is not necessarily a love story or for Valentine's Day. I look forward to your entries. I am so excited to actually receive them, read them, and film this video. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm really excited. So you guys don't fail me. Share the link with everyone you know. Let them drop their stories, even if they are not subscribers or watchers of this channel. Also share it with them. And thank you guys. I hope you had a great January again. I pray this February it's all that you want and even more that you can imagine. Don't worry, God is on your side. Talk to Him, pray, read your Bible, key into every word that has gone forth about your life, and you're going to see it happen. And as always, remain joyful. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.